this is Miss Startup. We are going to go through different tools and tips that you can use to make your teaching online easily, quickly, and with little budget. So the first thing that you have to think about when doing your teaching online is about the content you're creating. I know that everyone is used to PowerPoint slides, but they are most of the time really traditional. There is not a lot of space for creativity. They don't have a lot of layouts easy for you to use. So there are plenty of applications that you can use for creating beautiful and engaging content. Even if you don't have designing or artistic skills, you don't need to be an artist to create beautiful content. So you have, for example, Canva. It's a web application that you can download to your phone or tablet, where you can build any kind of content. They provide you with different creative layouts that are easy to use and ready to use. You have access to free images and free icons. You can change the text, but they already give you idea and inspiration on how to create your content. The layouts are really beautiful. You have different types of layouts and formats for your content. You can create content for social media, posters, flyers, class schedules, and presentations, and many, many others. Then you have similar applications. You have, for example, Prezi, an application that you can use for doing presentations, something like PowerPoint, but really more original and innovative in the way the presentations are made. Then you have Crello, which is pretty similar to Canva. They provide different formats and they can inspire you with different layouts and designs for different kind of content. The second thing that you have to think about is about storytelling. So remember, you are giving a class online, so engagement of your student is even more important than if you were physically in the classroom. When you are online, it's really difficult to keep the attention of your students because they have many distractions at their hand. And the best way to keep their attention and to be sure that they are going to understand the concepts and the theory that you are giving them is through storytelling. The best way of telling stories is through animation, right? So there are different tools of animation that you can use. So Powtoon is an application that you can use for giving life to different characters. So they propose you already 3 characters that you can animate and move through your presentation. You have Animaker, where you need a little bit more skills in designing and drawing. So you will create your own characters and give them animation. There is also Toontastic, which is only for phones and tablets. It's also really easy to use and they can do pretty amazing things. The third thing that you have to think about is giving voice to your lecture. It's really important because, first of all, not everyone can listen, so you're giving more accessibility to your lectures. Secondly, because if you want engaging content, that means that in your visuals, in your slides, you have to have little text, just few words. It's really important to voice record your lecture so that the student get access to more in-depth analysis of a concept or whatever you're trying to explain in your slides. So what I use is Loom. So Loom is the one I'm using right now to record my voice and my screen. Loom is free. It's a really pretty cool application. You just download it on your desktop and you can also use them on your phone or on your tablet. Another application is ChairX. It works pretty much the same. It's also free, but I really prefer Loom for this kind of things. It's really easy to use. I also use it with my students when they have to do explanatory videos. Also with Loom, which is something that is really good, is that you can solve, for example, case studies or exercises while recording your screen. So when you are solving or correcting exercise, you can also record so that the students understand step by step what you're doing. The fourth thing, which is really important, is video recording and editing. Even if you don't need to record yourself when you're giving a lecture, because you can do just voice recording over a slide, sometimes it's pretty nice for students to have the professors in front of the camera. And you don't need to be a YouTuber or influencer to do good video recording and good editing. So there are a lot of applications that you can use that are really easy to use and that give you the option to play a lot with what you want to do as a video. There are already installed default applications on your desktop, but there are other applications that give you more flexibility, that are more easy friendly. So if you want to do more high quality videos, I recommend to use either Animoto, Lightworks, or Blender. So most of them are free or they are really accessible. The 5th thing you have to think about is video conferencing and virtual classroom. If you want to have a live class with your students, for example, if you want them to ask questions and respond to questions directly, there are different applications or software that you can use to have webinars or online classes. You have, for example, Google Meets. So it's a video conferencing system that you can use, and you can invite all the people you want. For having Google Meet, you need to have an account with Google Suite. So as an educator, you can ask an account just by filling their form, and you can have access to the G Suite. You have also the option to use Zoom. Zoom has also a freemium business model. That means that you can use a free version, but if you want more flexibility and more functionalities, you need to pay. But if your university doesn't provide Zoom, you can also have your own account for free. With the free version, you can do classes of 40 minutes at max. If you want more minutes, if you need to do more hours in the same class, then you will need to pay. Then you have other open source applications that are for free that you can use. You have Big Blue Button and Neuro. So both they are pretty good and they give you almost the same functionalities as the other software. And finally, what you need to think about is a teaching platform. Teaching platform is really important because it's the place where you can be in interaction, in constant interaction with your students, whether it is for tracking their progress and learning, to assess also the learning, so evaluation, for doing quizzes and exams, for giving feedback, and of course for collaboration between groups of students and between students and the professor. So there are different platforms that you can use. For example, Google Classroom. Your university has to ask access to Google Classroom as an education institution. Once the university or your institution has it, you can access for free. You have also Socrative, which also follows a freemium approach. So you can have a free version for yourself and manage at least one class at a time. It's a free version, so it means that you don't have all the functionalities, but if your institution doesn't provide it, you can have your account and still manage your students. And finally, you have Easy Class, which is an open source education management system. It's pretty cool because it provides a lot of functionalities and everything is for free. So you just need to create an account and you will have access to it. So we have gone through 6 different applications, tools, and tips that you can use easily for transforming your teaching into online teaching. Hopefully, this was a helpful video. If you like it, then please don't forget to leave your comments on this video. Bye bye!